Hello, hello, hello. Antphrodite here, your pop culture psychic, back to you again with another true crime reading. So this time it's on the potential alleged Austin, Texas serial killer. So for those of you that are not familiar, well, number one, I live in Austin, Texas. Number two, this video has gone viral and this Facebook group has gone viral because people are starting to believe that there is a pattern in deaths that are happening near Rainy Street and Lady Bird Lake. So a lot of men are showing up in the river, in the water, consistently. And all of the men apparently have a lot in common. They're kind of similar in appearance. And there's been a lot over the past couple of months. And a lot of people, a lot of the victims families and stuff have been trying to raise awareness. And a lot of them are like, no, this doesn't make any sense. We don't understand. So there's been a Facebook group and it's gone viral and it's sent panic. So the police have stated that they do not at this time believe that there is a serial killer because they don't have evidence. But if anybody has evidence to come forward, they do believe that for the most part, it's people getting drunk and drowning in the river. So as someone who does live in Austin, it really doesn't make sense for anyone to be anywhere near the river, especially if they're drunk and especially if they are leaving the bars. The bars are a decent ways away from the river, and even if you were to walk home, you probably wouldn't be walking that way, and if you were going to go home that way, you'd probably use a scooter. So it doesn't really make any sense. It also doesn't make sense that they're all men who are very similar. So I'm going to go ahead and do a reading on this, and see if there is a serial killer and what's going on, how this is happening, or if they really are just drunken people that just keep falling in the water. So remember, these readings are all alleged for entertainment purposes only, and let's get started. Okay. So let's start with, is there a serial killer? Six of Cups is the past. Wheel of Fortune. Five of Pentacles, abuse of power. Five of Swords, pettiness. Uh-oh. Is that a robbery? Wheel of Fortune. I don't know if they're being robbed or not. But, okay, that looks like robbery to me. So, Page of Cups reversed. High Priestess reversed. Oh my god. Empress reversed. They're being... okay. Ooh, I got the chills. I actually think that someone's luring people. It feels very much like human trafficking to me. So let me explain to you what's going on. Oh, I got the chills. The Six of Cups is the past. So that means that somebody has to have a connection with someone. So perhaps they're friendly with someone. Perhaps they've been talking to someone, maybe on a dating app. Maybe they went on a date with someone. But the Six of Cups is a past connection. Okay? And the Six of Cups usually indicates some sort of trust that has been instated. So whoever this is, it seems like there's someone that gains the trust of this person. I don't think that this is something that happens immediately overnight. Maybe sometimes it is happening like that night at the bar. But I do believe that there is some sort of longevity and paper trail or something, like this is like a friend or someone you went on a date with. There's some sort of familiarity. The Wheel of Fortune is upright. So that to me is about money, success, or golden opportunity, or waiting for my opportunity. And the Five of Pentacles, abuse of power, overpowered. And the Five of Swords, pettiness. Or not really paying attention to the details. A lot of times I'll pull cards like that for someone that puts something in someone's drink or just gives them too many drinks to get them drunk and then does something. Especially when we're looking at the Page of Cups reverse. The Page of Cups reverse over here is a spilling of a cup. So to me, and that's also a lack of sentimentality, which to me is heartless. So if you're heartless, but you're pretending to have that with the Page of Cups reverse, and you're spilling up a drink or something, to me, I definitely think perhaps there's some sort of alcohol involved. And I don't even know if it's necessarily roofing someone or if it's just getting them too drunk. But it definitely looks like it's someone that they trust or have some sort of familiarity with. The Wheel of Fortune is interesting here because there might be some aspect of robbery here. Or it could just translate to potential human trafficking. But I think with the High Priestess reverse, a breaking of trust, and the Empress reverse, which is a few things. One, a lack of emotional care. And two, the Empress reverse is sometimes using a woman to lure someone. I think there's multiple things going on here. I absolutely believe that there is someone here who is female that is luring men somewhere. I wouldn't be surprised if she is, remember, this is all alleged for interpreters only. I wouldn't be surprised if she is someone that matches people on Tinder or meets them at the bar or something. But there is a girl here that is luring men to do something. And then it looks like there might be a man that comes by or a man that picks her up. There's someone else that she knows, Five of Pentacles. There's someone else that can overpower the man. Now, if I haven't really looked at all of the, victims, but I will also tell you that since I see two people, some of these men, if they end up being gay, it's because the guy will lure. There's a guy and a girl, the Six of Cups. This is something that they do together. I feel like there are two. There's a guy and a girl, and in tandem, they have this thing that they do. I don't really understand why, but we're going to keep pulling. High Priestess reversed. High Priestess is reversed, but Hierophant reversed. Star reversed. Page of Wands. This person uses religion as a shield. I don't know if like they're projecting like squeaky clean Christian image, especially because like this card makes me think of Taylor Swift. I don't know if you guys can see it. Let's see if it'll focus. It's just giving Taylor Swift. So I don't know if they're like projecting a religious thing or squeaky clean. Oh, I'm scared or something. I'm not sure. But there's some sort of using religion to hide. So I'm not really sure where that plays in. It's almost like I'm going to keep buying you drinks and make sure you're drunk as fuck. They're definitely being lured. Especially when the star in this one is reversed here, right? And she's literally in the water. Let me get this closer so you guys can see. She's literally in the water and she's reversed. So to me, that's drowning. Six of Wands. Ego, using your looks. Three of Pentacles. And the Moon reversed. I'm not sure if I'm convinced that the goal is murder. I feel like murder is a byproduct. Moon reversed and Three of Pentacles is like a ring. So to me, it feels more like a robbery ring. Unless it's a human trafficking ring, but I don't really understand how that translates because why would they kill them? Unless they're looking for a specific type of person if they're not that person. All I can tell you is it feels like a robbery ring to me. So there's some sort of like, toss them, we don't care anymore. And if they end up drowning in the river, they drown in the river. I wouldn't be surprised if they rob them and then throw them out near there, and as they're stumbling, they fall. Like it's possible that they like throw them near the river and then they end up being drunk and like fucked up or potentially roofied, and then walk and stumble and fall right into the river and die. Because I think that there are people that are potentially being robbed that aren't dying. They're looking for something, at least. If they're not being robbed, they're looking for something. I don't know what the fuck they're looking for, though. I don't think... this doesn't feel like a villainous murderer, though. This feels like murder is a byproduct of the issue, of whatever they're doing. Seven of Cups reversed, Two of Cups reversed, Nine of Swords. That's about us overthinking a simpler issue. Seven of Cups is about being dealt a hand of realism. It's a much smaller thing than it looks. And the Two of Cups, I'm telling you, there are two people. There's a guy and a girl. I'm convinced it's a guy and a girl. I mean, I guess it could be two guys and two girls, but I really do think it's a guy and a girl. Either way, it's two people. and they work in tandem, and they're looking for something. I'm telling you, it's money or something. Ace of Pentacles reversed. The Ace of Cups is there too, and the Ten of Wands, which to me is like, dude, I'll do anything to get what I need. I wonder if they're trying to impress someone or something. Maybe an initiation to something. I guess technically sometimes it could be like cult-like with the religious hiding behind religion thing. It could be an initiation process, maybe a gang or something. But to me, it seems like it's pretty much robbery. Seven of Wands reversed. Eight of Wands reversed. And the Lover's card. It's interesting too because the Lover's card being reversed, there's two people here that just do this in tandem. Eight of Wands reversed, Seven of Wands. Has anybody met anybody off of like a fetish app? I wonder if it's like a couple or something, like a swinger couple or something. I don't know. I'm wondering if there's some sort of like fetish app, or I just feel like an app plays importance in this, and I can't figure out where the app is coming from. There's some sort of social media or app that plays a very big part in this, like finding people or being close to people. Strength card, Seven of Pentacles reverse, Nine of Wands. I can tell you that I think whoever this person is, you would never expect. At least the female energy I'm picking up on, I don't think you would ever expect. Very good actress, I could tell you that. Nine. I don't want to say it's a game, kind of, but it's not really. I don't know how to explain what I'm feeling. It's like, Knight of Pentacles reversed, Hermit, Justice. You know what I'm seeing in my head? Let me explain to you what I'm seeing in my head, and I don't know how this is translating to this reading. And I guess unless we find out who's doing this, we'll never really be able to put it together. But if you have an idea, put it in the comments down below. Have you ever seen the movie with Emma Roberts and MGK, Nerve? That's what I'm seeing in my head. Like people putting on dares from an app and doing things. That's why I'm confused how that's translating. So obviously it's a metaphor for something, but I can't figure out what that metaphor is. Especially with the Hermit and the Knight of Pentacles and the Justice card. That's why I'm like, it's not a dare, but it's weird. It's like some sort of, and it's not a game, but it's like kind of, I don't know how to describe what I'm seeing. It's like weird. It's almost like an initiation. It's weird. I don't know how that's translating. So the Ten of Cups is reversed, the Three of Swords is reversed, and the Five of Cups is reversed as well. I have a hard time believing that these people are even... I don't think that their goal is to kill people. I think some of them, I think they've just thrown out and they fell. I think some of them may have died from like whatever they were doing. Maybe it's drugs or something, and then they tossed them. But there's definitely some... To me, it seems like death is not the goal. The Ten of Cups being reversed is really interesting too, which means they're going after single people or at least that's their goal, is to go after people who don't have families or are single or something. I don't know if that ended up being everybody, but I think that's the main goal. Three of Swords reversed and Five of Cups. You know, if anybody knows of anybody that went on a date before or talked about a crazy date or a crazy girl or a crazy guy they were talking to or something, because it just seems like there's like some sort of pettiness and revenge factor in this. It reminds me of like okay, let me explain to you what I'm seeing. It's like when a girl has BPD and she'll do anything for her favorite person. Because you know how they have like that one person, and if someone slights them, they'll like go off on the deep end and they'll go from 0 to 100 and like flip out and like won't care. And it's like, oh, you didn't like hold my hand. I don't care about you anymore. If you die, I don't care. Like it's that kind of vibe where it's like Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. This is what I see. And again, I could be wrong. Perhaps I'm just picking up on something that's happening in Austin and isn't this particular serial killer. That's possible too. I can't really tell where this is coming from. All I can tell is I put the intention to find out what was going on in Austin. So it's possible that there's multiple things going on. Like I could be picking up on something that happened and it could just be one of the murders, you know what I mean? Or one of the deaths. So I can't really say one way or the other. But with the King of Pentacles, the Eight of Pentacles reverse, and the Queen of Cups, it's interesting because I'm seeing robbery, but someone here doesn't need the money, which is why I'm even more confused. So I don't know if it's the guy that doesn't need the money or if it's someone who's like making them do this who doesn't need the money, because they're already powerful with the King of Pentacles. Seems like there might be someone in the shadows. There's two people and someone in the shadows. So that's probably the best that I can do. I don't know if this helped at all, but I would say an app is involved. There's a girl here and a guy. I think this person, especially the girl here, I feel like is very charming and you would never believe it. Goody two shoes would never believe it. That's the vibe that I'm getting. Perhaps they're using someone else. Maybe it's a couple that's using someone who's like that. I don't know. But I'm picking up on a female energy here that is a goody two shoes. Very, 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 very innocent and is not. There's an app involved here. And I think these people that are being lured have met them previously. That's the vibe that I'm getting. Again, that could be during that specific day, like they met them at the bar, or longer. I think it's longer, but I'm not 100% sure. I do think they've met them like days before, but it's possible that I'm off. And I don't think death is the goal. It's weird. It's like a game, but it's not like a game, and I can't place where the movie Nerve is coming in here, so that's the best I can do. So hopefully you guys like that. If you did, make sure you tip. There's a link to my PayPal down below. There's a button on YouTube that's a heart. It says thanks to you money directly. Follow me Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, Twitch, TikTok, Antphrodite. I stream live on all those platforms. I do give readings to people on those platforms. And my private readings are coming in a few weeks. So check out my website, antphrodite.com, for those, and my socials. I'll let you know. All right. Bye, guys.